नमस्कार आचार्य प्रशांत जी।
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Acharya ji. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Acharya Prashant. Acharya Prashant is a powerful voice of socio-spiritual awakening in today's world. He is an acclaimed Vedanta exegete and author of over 70 books, including the national bestseller Karma. An alumnus of IIT Delhi, IIM Ahmedabad, and a former civil services officer, he is an exponent of pure Vedantic wisdom, a vocal warrior against superstition and inner weaknesses, a promulgator of pure spiritual veganism, and an expounder of essential human freedom. So we are very fortunate to have arranged this session of Acharya Prashant. Over to you, Swati. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. We warmly welcome you, Acharya Prashant ji, to our family.
Thank you.
So I request Ms. Rupali Mishra from Vadodara to ask her question.
Very good evening, Prashant ji.
Namaste.
So my question is that I feel that I'm very emotional. So why I let my emotions puppeteer me when I know that I should act more logically in most of the situation?
No. See, we all are deeply conditioned beings. Your situation is the situation of entire mankind. You might say you are emotional and you see the solution as turning more logical. Equally, there might be a fellow who might be seeing a problem in being too logical and rather seeks to activate his emotional side. Irrespective of whether you are logical or emotional, you are acting as per the constitution of your body, and to some extent the training and education imparted to you by the society, family, and all those things. So it's not about being emotional versus being logical. Being more logical might help you to an extent, but it is not really the solution to being identified with one's emotions. Additionally, if you are someone who has, let's say, a biological tendency towards emotions, you might find it difficult to simply junk your emotions, discard them. You might just end up fighting with them and suppressing them, which may give you the delusion of victory over emotions, but actually does not amount to much. So what do? We offer whatever we have to the right cause in life. You have emotions, and that implies, let's say, attachment, a tendency to care, or probably volatility and anger, All these things, that's what you usually mean by emotionality. Dedicate all these things to something high, important, powerful, worthy. What that thing is determined by your own station in your life, right? There is nobody who does not know of anything that's important and deserves to be taken up. You too would be in knowledge of many such causes. Dedicate your emotions, your resources, your energy, your laughter, your tear, your jealousy, your possessiveness, whatever you call as emotionality, to something beyond yourself. I hope I'm being at least a little lucid here. See, we cannot just get rid of our bodily constitution, right? Men have one particular bodily scheme, women have another. Somebody is just too hard-hearted, somebody just keeps thinking, somebody just keeps emoting, somebody has a tendency to think over things, somebody is instinctive, impulsive. And these differences are found even in little kids. The kid might be just 2 weeks or 2 months old, but you observe her and you would find certain important characteristics already present. So they are there. They are there because there is the body, and the body is carrying them. And since the body is carrying them, we said we cannot just junk them, right? So we dedicate them, we offer them. Like one offers sacrifice in a pure religious ceremony. I am giving, dedicating, marshalling whatever I have to something that deserves the sacrifice, right? So think of something important. Think of a cause, not so much a person. Think of something worth living for. Think of something that you would respect in another person. Think of something that would make you respect another person had he or she dedicated himself or herself to it. No? I respect ABC because he lived in this particular way. I respect XYZ because she dedicated herself to this particular cause. Something of that nature. Nature that liberates, nature that sublimates. Think of something and plunge yourself wholeheartedly into that. There is no other way. Unless your entire constitution, the sum total of all your resources is dedicated to something beyond yourself, something beyond your little self-interest, something beyond your little personal world, your likes and dislikes, your pleasures, your hurts, life will remain a series of petty occurrences, and there is no fun in that, let alone joy. So please do not take emotions as a liability. They are not, right? Whatever they are something you are saddled with. Alternately, you could say they are something you are gifted with. So you have them. When you have something, you better not curse it or look down upon it. You have to learn to live with it Better still, you have to learn to excel with it. You have to excel with your emotions. It's just that you don't need to allow your emotions to run berserk. And that happens when emotions do not have any worthy subject to attach themselves to. Getting it? So look for a worthy subject, a worthy cause. Look for something that can consume you fully. Right? And then give yourself to it your own way. The truth is one, but we all must travel towards it using our own territories, our own paths, charts, contours. And those paths are determined by the point we are already standing at. If you're standing at the point of emotionality, then that's where you travel to your liberation from. One cannot be dismissive of or contemptuous of or apologetic of her current locus. Wherever I stand, that's the place I have to start from. No point feeling bad about my current station. It is a fact. One cannot fight with facts. One can just put facts to the best use possible. All right? So do not allow the voices that tell you that emotions are a problem, etc., to mean too much to you. All that you will get by looking down on your emotions is a suppressed kind of state, amounting to nothing. Suppression is good only if it is leading to a great channelization towards a higher thing, right? You suppress something small because you want to send it to something larger. If you cannot send it towards something larger and just keep suppressing it, then what comes out of it? Nothing. It's like this water is trying to flow in 40 different directions, right? And there is a lot of water. You want to send the water to a place where it would amount to growth and greenery and output. So there needs to be a channelization. Now, instead of channelization, if you just keep blocking the water from all sides, then all that you will get is a deluge at some point, because the water will keep accumulating, and then at some point it will break all the walls, the barriers, and flow away in random directions. That kind of explosive state is no good. So even if you have to block the flow of your emotions, you must know where to channelize it. That channelization is extremely important. You don't want, for example, to be attached to one thing. Fine, you don't want to be attached to one thing, so you put that one thing aside because that one thing is not good for you. But equally, you must remember that the tendency to be attached will exist for a very, very long time. So no point being sorry for yourself. Better still, divert your attachment towards something higher. And if that something, that object of attachment is indeed higher, then it would weaken your tendency to be attached. That's the way to gain freedom from emotions attachment, possessiveness, vulnerability, and all the things that we label under the umbrella of emotionality. One gets teary-eyed very quickly, one gets hurt very quickly, right? It's all right. You cannot say, I'll not be hurt at anything. Just say, now there is something extremely important in my consideration, in my lap. It has to be protected. So if I'll be hurt at this one thing. If I'll be protective about this one thing. I'll be so concerned about this one thing that there will be no space to be concerned about other things, to be vulnerable about other things. That protects you from needless vulnerability. Vulnerability will still remain, but in a channelized way. Right? So that's my little advice.
Thank you so much.